She's young, she's beautiful, and she is very talented. We want to welcome Alysha Brilla to our ShawTV Go Juno's hot seat. And I call it the hot seat because you do look very fashionable.
Thank you.
I know, I like it. I like the t-shirt, I like the skirt, the
Rocking
tights.
it.
And sorry, I know you had to wear tights here because it is so cold.
It is. It's very cold.
All right, now let's get into music. In My Head, your album nominated for Adult Contemporary. Well, first of all, again, congratulations. But
Thank you.
the whole sound behind it, let's talk about music. You've been doing this since you were a young girl.
Yeah.
And influenced by your mom and dad.
And my mom and my dad. My mom always sang growing up, and my dad played guitar. So I guess I got influenced by both of them. They both love music. And yeah, my sisters, I have 3 sisters. Actually, one of them is singing backup for Tegan and Sarah at the Junos. She's in the choir behind her.
Aww,
yeah, so it's kind of,
sweet.
it's so sweet. It's exciting.
So it's a family affair.
Family affair.
Describing your music, jazz, blues, country, a little bit of a lot of things. And
Right.
you do look up to some pretty incredible women, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like for me, number one, Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
My number one influence. Not only her music, the fact that she wrote a lot of her music, and you can see that. Also, her attitude. She was smart and funny, and I think that's cool. It's cool to have musical talent, but it's also cool to be an interesting person, which I think she was.
Yes, definitely. And she wasn't afraid even to make fun of herself or whatever.
Great.
I mean,
Self-deprecating humor, which I love. It's great. Yeah.
And some other big musical influences, too. Who else?
Yeah. Let's see. Like Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald. I love all that old jazz stuff.
Is that from your mom?
That is, yeah, some of that's from my mom for sure. I went briefly to Humber College in Toronto for their jazz program, so that introduced me to a lot of those artists. And yeah, my dad introduced me to some world music, like East African music, because he's from Tanzania. So yeah, it's just sort of, but I do love, like as far as this record goes, I produced it and I knew I wanted a really soulful, rootsy sound, and so that's what I think I got out of it.
Yeah, and let's go into this. You being hands-on, you know, you doing your writing and doing your producing and everything like that. I know that it's all about being empowered.
Right.
But it's hard, though, too, at the same time, isn't it, Alysha?
Yeah, very much so. And, you know, I signed a record deal to an American label when I think I was 19. And not as young as some of the people are today, but still pretty young. And definitely I saw that, you know, you have to be pretty muted to succeed in certain situations in that regard. So I'm so happy that my album, now I'm independent, and yeah, I feel really powerful. I feel just like, and I love the idea of women feeling empowered. That's really important to me.
It is, and it shows, too, obviously, in your performances as you get more confidence and you know, I guess, getting out there and becoming more popular. How much does it mean to you to be popular, to be famous? Because you know, you could have gone the total pop scene, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I totally could have I mean, when I was in LA, a lot of studios I'd go into, they wanted me to make these dance beats, and I could have been like the next tanned Katy Perry or something, you know. But it's hard to explain to a lot of people in the industry that just because you're, you know, if they find me attractive or pretty, that doesn't mean that I don't have talent or substance to back it up. So that's something I've struggled with, and luckily that's why it means so much to be nominated, because I really went through, I feel, a little bit of a horse race to get here.
But that's good.
It's good, yeah,
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, and do you believe in fate?
Of course, I believe in fate. I do, I really do. Serendipity, all that stuff. John Cusack, all that stuff.
All right, and one girl to another girl, what are you wearing on Sunday?
Oh, that's a big question. I will tell you that I'm wearing something made by a designer from Toronto, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so
It's
you'll just
colorful.
have to see.
Yeah,
Oh, no
you'll
doubt.
have to see, yeah.
No doubt. Well, again, we are so happy to have you here,
Thank you.
you know,
Thanks for
all the
having
way.
me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll be excited, fingers crossed,
Yes,
too, again.
I will see you backstage.
You will. Alysha Brilla, go out and get her new album, In My Head. And for Go Junos, I'm Tracy Koga.